Hello everybody, it's the Doctor. Welcome back to more Let's Play Star Trek Online. I just wanted to make a little quick update about our last video on the reputation system. I have done just a little bit more today with Ensign Ricky on the rep system, so I was able to clarify a few things. I went ahead and with the total amount of Omega marks that I had and resources, I was able to get the full Mark 12 Mako ground set. So if we go to Reputation, we go Task Force Omega, select Active Project, those regular Mako sets are no longer there because I have them already. Actually, let's see if they actually they still are. Mako, it's still there, so I guess you can get multiples of them. Anyway, so we'll go to my inventory. I'll just show you here. Here's the Mako Personal Shield Mark 12, and there's all the stats on it. And here's the Mako Armor Mark 12, and then the Mako Phaser Battle Rifle Mark 12. So this is Mark 12, very rare. This is the highest level, but it's just the regular Mako. It is not the adapted Mako. You have, and I was right, you do have to get the regular Mako before adapted Mako shows up. Now, after you get this, there's an accolade that you get for it called, shoot, I forgot what it's called, and I forgot what it would be under. There's a ton of accolades here. Well, without looking through all these, I have no idea which one it's under. Anyway, you get a special accolade. Oh, there it is. This is it right here. The Elite Commander. So that's what it's called. After you get the Mark 12, very rare, and that's for getting the Mark 12. Instead of the Mark 10, Mark 11, you get the Mark 12, very rare. You get this accolade called Mako Elite Commander. And that gives you that Elite Commander title, but also unlocks all the other things that you want for that. So what it unlocked for me, and we'll go back here, go specifically to ground. What it unlocked for me are 2 new styles of outfit that I can purchase. I've got a costume unlock now that says Mako Style 2, and it's a Tier 5 costume unlock. Completing this project will allow you to wear and customize the outfit seen on the Mark 12 Mako ground armor. So even though I have the set itself, I still have to unlock specifically the costume that goes with it. So it's kind of crazy in my opinion. I wish that the costume would come with the set once you get it, but no, it's separate. So you could put the set on, but you won't get the visuals of that set until you unlock specifically and do this little project here. And it costs 250 Omega marks, 3,000 dilithium, 16,000 expertise, and 100 provisions just to unlock the costume for it. And that's just the regular Mako costume. The second one is that there is a Mako Style 3 costume, and it is a Tier 5 costume unlock. Completing this project will allow you to wear and customize a new variant of the Mako ground set. This project is only available to players that have obtained the full Mark 12 ground set and notice this and, have completed both space and ground portions of Infected, Cure, and Khitomer Accord on Elite difficulty. So you have to do those STFs on Elite difficulty and succeed in order to unlock this Mako Style 3 costume. And it's also 250 marks, 3,000 dilithium, 16,000 expertise, and 100 provisions. I believe this is what's called the Striker costume in the editor. But to unlock those visuals, you have to unlock that one, and then if you want this one, unlock this one too. So you see, I'm down to 263 marks after buying all 3 of those things. So I'm already, I can afford one costume, but I can't afford the other one until I get more marks. And actually, I'm down on expertise now. I'm really, really low on expertise because that really spent all my expertise. So you have those 2 costume unlocks, and then now you see that the adapted Mako is showing up. So we have adapted Mako Armor Mark 12, adapted Mako Shield Mark 12, and adapted Mako Weapon Mark 12, which is that Pulse Wave. So a whole nother set beyond the Mako one once you open up the Mark 12 Mako set, once you get all 3 pieces. So you end up having to spend 1,500 marks on the Mako set just to be able to unlock the adapted Mako set, which is also going to cost you 1,500 marks plus 10 processors each, 9,000 dilithium each, 64,000 expertise each, and 400 shield generators. So you could potentially run out of expertise a lot. I have been having a huge problem with running out of expertise. I've been having to grind dailies, Teferi daily, Ida Eridani daily, and Taldewa dailies to keep up my expertise. And I'm trying to use a skill bonus. I got a little bit left now on my skill bonus. But with a skill bonus, you get more expertise. I highly recommend it when you're doing these events or doing these projects, or when you're grinding to do these projects, because you're going to run out of that stuff, and you really, really need it. So I just wanted to show you that the adapted Mako shows up, and that the 2 costume options now show up for that, but there's still separate purchases that I have to make. So basically, I'm still going to have to grind a ton of Omega marks. I'm still going to have to grind for expertise and dilithium, because all that's needed if I want to get everything. Of course, I want both styles, and I want the adapted Mako set. Then that doesn't even take into account that I want the Mako set, the adapted Mako on our ship as well, which means that's another, you know, ton of Omega marks and everything to get. Luckily, I don't have to get the Mako one before I can get the adapted one. The adapted one is just plain old right there. You can go straight to the adapted Mako stuff on the ship end. But look how much it costs. 1,000 Omega marks per item. That means it's going to cost you 3,000 Omega marks to get the entire adapted Mako set. Wow. So yeah, I'm in for a ton of grinding, and so are you. 10 Borg neural processors, 34,000 dilithium each one, 64,000 expertise and other things. It's going to eat up all your resources. So just get used to grinding at in-game if you want this stuff, because that is what you're going to have to resort to, is a ton, and I mean a ton of grindage. That sucks, absolutely, but it's necessary. I have since also done some more fleet marks. I now have got my fleet credits up a bit more, but I'm low on dilithium now because I spent dilithium, because it cost 9,000 dilithium each on that Mako stuff. So I need to get my dilithium back up so I can buy that warp core I wanted. Yeah, so just get ready for a ton of grindage if you want, you know, all that reputation stuff. Another question that came up is, what missions do I recommend to run if I'm trying to get Omega and Romulan marks? Well, on new Romulus marks, I recommend doing Taldewa. So go to the Taldewa sector block, contact Mavek, and it'll be in your lower right screen. Contact Mavek, and she has a Taldewa sector patrol. That Taldewa sector patrol will give you 60 Romulan marks normally. And then if one of the events is going, like the bonus mark event right here, you will then get 75 marks if you do it between that time. So I recommend trying to find out what that time is every day and doing it once a day, because it's a daily. You can only do it once a day anyway. Doing it at that time at the bonus mark event where you get 75 each. If you do that every single day, you will have more than enough Romulan marks to complete the Romulan reputation. You will in fact have an excess of them. You can see I've been doing that, and here's my excess, 364. But I haven't actually, there are some days that I didn't do it every day. But if you constantly do it every day, you'll probably have even more than 364 marks. You might have 100 more or something, or a couple hundred more or something like that. But you will have an excess, and that's good because you need a lot of Romulan marks if you want to buy stuff too. So you'll never run out of Romulan marks if you do Taldewa once a day, and that's all you need to do for Romulan marks. That's it. Unless of course you want to buy stuff at the end, and then you're going to just have to keep grinding it every day until you get the Romulan marks you need. But that will allow you to rep up. That's all you need to do. You don't need to go to the New Romulus planet and do the little missions. They have little missions on New Romulus itself where you can go get Romulan marks. Some give like 5, some give 10. You know, some give 15. I don't know. There's little things you can do on the planet. Forget that. It's a waste of time. Just do Taldewa Sector Patrol. It doesn't take long to do. You can do it in under 30 minutes very easily. Next, what do you do for Omega marks? best thing for Omega Marks is the STFs. You get more Omega Marks with STFs than you get Romulan Marks for doing Taldewa. So you will actually have a ton of excess, and you see what I had. I had like 1,300, 1,700, whatever it was. I had a lot of Omega Marks left over after repping up. So I recommend doing specifically Elite STFs. You will get the most amount of Omega Marks, and in fact, if you also do it during that bonus mark event, you'll get even more. So you can get a ton of Omega Marks. Really, all you need to do is about 3 STFs a day. That's it, and you'll have enough. You don't even need to do that much, but if you do 3 a day, I mean, and it can go very fast, you'll have plenty to get you through the rep system, so on marks at least. So that's, you can do Infected Space Elite, that's so easy, and just 2 others that you enjoy doing. Cage is easy, and another one. Do 3 of them a day, and you'll have way more Omega Marks than you need to get through the rep system, the Tier 5. Of course, once you get to Tier 5, then you'll want to keep doing them, as many as you can, because you'll need a ton of them to get the things. As we just saw, 1,000 Omega Marks each for the Adapted Mako Space Set. That is extremely expensive. So that's how you do the marks. Now the other stuff, like the expertise that you need, expertise points, you get expertise through playing patrols, through playing the missions, through just blowing up a ship. You'll get a few expertise. So playing the game will get you expertise in many different ways. And the ways that I like to do it is I like to do the dailies. I go to what's the name of the place? Where are you? It is Aurelius. I was right. Go with my instinct. Always go with my instinct. Okay, go to the Aurelius sector where the Tethyr stuff is, and contact Ambassador Sura, and do Emancipation Daily, Rescue Tethyr Captives Daily, and Aiding the Tethyr Daily. Do that every day, because they're dailies. You'll get Dilithium plus a lot of expertise. Go to Ida Eridani and do Shmar, do Trialis, and do Alhina. You will get, those are dailies of course, you will get expertise and dilithium for that. So there's how you get your dilithium and your expertise. And of course you'll get expertise doing Taldewa anyway, so if you do that every day, you'll get expertise through that as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't give dilithium, but you will get expertise and your Romulan marks at the same time, so it's beneficial. So that's what I've been doing to grind for both New Romulus and Task Force Omega, is I've been doing Ida Eridani dailies, Tethyr dailies, and then Taldewa every day. I've been doing that every day, and that has given me enough to rep up. But now I've come to a point where I'm out of resources, or out of expertise again. So I'm going to have to keep grinding for that expertise. And of course doing STFs also gives you expertise. So just doing as much as you can. Well, doing anything will give you expertise pretty much. But if you can just do all that stuff every day, you will keep building it up, and that's what you need. And it really helps to have a skill bonus going. That skill bonus will give you extra expertise. So try to have that. And if you're doing fleet stuff, of course, the fleet bonus, fleet credit bonus, and fleet credit boost and all that, bonus fleet credit and all that stuff, if you can get those things, that'll help you get your fleet stuff going too once you get into that stuff. But a skill bonus right now will help you get a ton of expertise. So just do those things. Ida Eridani and Tethyr will get you dilithium and expertise. Taldewa will get you Romulan marks and expertise. STFs will get you Omega marks and expertise and dilithium. STFs gives you dilithium too, don't forget that. And the elite versions give you more dilithium than the normal ones. So again, another reason to go with the elite. So you do all that stuff every day and you'll start building, you'll have enough to get through the reputation system. Nukara. This one's totally new to me. I've been looking over some of the things. Seems to be very Tetrion based. A lot of the things, especially like this ability here, I was reading it, releases a cascading burst of Tetrion energy. The special weapons you get are refracting Tetrion beam weapons, refracting Tetrion cannons. So it seems to be very Tetrion based. So I would say if you're going to do a Tetrion build on a ship, Nukara might be very good for that, but it might not be good for other types. So I don't think I'll put it on Ensign Ricky, because it doesn't fit our ship because we're using phaser stuff, phaser energy type. It doesn't really fit with the a.k.a. stuff because that's disruptor. So it's kind of like you just need it for a separate build, and I would put Tethyr stuff on that. I think what I'm going to do is I have on one of my characters I have a Tholian Recluse and a Tholian Orb Weaver, and I think that those ships combined with the Nukara Strike Force stuff using Tethyr weapons is probably a great combination, probably an incredible combination. Probably that's what fits together the best. So I have those ships on another character, so I'm going to start repping up on Nukara on that character. I will eventually get it on Ensign Ricky, and I may also try to get the Orb Weaver and Recluse on Ensign Ricky as well, so that I can have that build here, because I'm not sure which character I want that build on. I haven't decided. I want one character to be having a a.k.a. build and one character to have that Nukara Tholian build, Tethyr Nukara Tholian build. I'm just not sure yet how I'm going to do all that. So, but I've been looking at how you get Nukara points and Nukara marks. And in fact, you can see I got 29. I have done a little bit already just to kind of see what you can do and how many marks you get. And it's going to be a lot harder because they don't specifically have patrols or STFs like they have on for Romulan and Omega marks. They make it a lot harder to get Nukara marks, and that sucks. I wish they would give us some more ways to get Nukara marks, but I haven't figured out what the best way is yet. And see, they don't even list it here. See here, you can filter Romulan marks and Omega marks. So if you want to see what gives Romulan marks, nothing, I guess. That's weird. Huh. Well, specifically that does, and I don't know. I guess that does, but I know the Taldewa does. That doesn't show up here because it's not a PvE event, and I guess there's just not many Romulan PvE events. I don't know if the somebody can tell me if the Tholian Red Alert in the Azure Nebula, if that gives Romulan marks or not. I'm not sure, but there is something else in the Taldewa sector called a Tholian Red Alert. I'm just not sure what the reward is. So somebody tell me what that reward is, because I don't know. But if you select Omega marks, you can see there's all the there's all the STFs that give all the marks for that, and there's a ton you can do. But they don't have Nukara marks. See, I wish they would give us a Nukara mark option and give us some PvEs that we can do to earn Nukara marks. Now they have this one called Choice of Marks, but I don't know how that works. I've never done that. You've got Azure Nebula Rescue. Okay, this one does earn Romulan. Okay, so here you go. It tells you right here. Earn Romulan marks, Nukara marks, or fleet marks for rescuing the ships. So this one does give Romulan marks, so that's another way to get Romulan marks. And you do get Nukara marks for doing Azure Nebula. I think that's what I did to get the 29 that I have there. You've got Defend Relajo Station. And you get a choice between Romulan and fleet marks, though. No Nukara on that one, just Romulan. Mine Trap. Of course, that's a 20-player ground fleet action. It does give Romulan or fleet marks, but no Nukara. Now this one you have Nukara Prime, self-destructive tendencies. I have no idea what it is. You would hope it gives Nukara marks since it says Nukara, but I've never played it. So I don't know. You've got Nukara Prime Transdimension, another one. I hope you give Nukara marks. Never played it though. The Vault gives Romulan and Nukara marks, so you do get Nukara marks for the Vault as well. Cool. But I don't like doing the Vault. You get to get. Well, no, wait, this one's different. This is the Vault and Snare. No, I did do this once. Maybe this is the one I tried that got me 29. This one was actually fun. This was not what I thought it would be. You don't have to get in a shuttle for it. Yeah, you don't. I don't think you have to get in a shuttle for this one. But it was, yeah, this one was actually kind of fun. So there are a few different ways to get Nukara marks. I just haven't tried them all yet, and I don't know what the best one is. I can tell you what's best for Romulan marks, and I can tell you what's best for Omega. Until I get into Nukara stuff, I don't know. Let's see, one other thing. Somebody told me in the comments that the Omega tier 5 Omega stuff that you can get, I'm guessing ground, will give you a reward of like 10 Borg neural processors. So that's cool. And like the 500 that you get were just to help you get one of the items for like the Mako or whatever. But you get more, I'm going to tell you up front right now, and we're going to play this. I am going to show you, but when we get to the end here and do this last mission in the New Romulus reputation missions, I guess that's what I'll call them, New Romulus reputation missions, you get to the end of that, and it gives you 750 Romulan marks for completing that. So you definitely want to complete that. 750 Romulan marks will definitely help you. Big, big, big reward. And it gives you energy credits and other things too, and a lot of expertise. In fact, I'm going to make sure I have a skill bonus going while I do those missions, and when I get to the end of it, and hopefully it'll give me a whole bunch more of expertise and everything as well. That should really help my resources right there when I finish these. But we'll see together what that gives us. Anyway, I just wanted to give you those updates on the reputation, a little bit more information, because I know it can be confusing. And the next thing to dive into will be Nukara. That's going to be a fun experience, I guess. But I do want to get through it, but it won't be on Ensign Ricky at first, unfortunately. It's going to be on another character because I think it'll be more useful on him right now, and it'll give me a means to test out all the stuff and figure out what I want on my other characters, you know. But eventually Ensign Ricky will have it. It'll just be a long time. But I'll get it on him, and once I get him up on Nukara, then I'll show off all the stuff just like I've done here. Of course, it'll take me a very long time to do that. He's also low on expertise. I spent all my expertise getting him to tier 5 Romulan and Omega as well, so you just run out of resources really fast. It's in-game is a grind fest 100%. Don't be fooled. Don't let anyone or Cryptic tell you otherwise. It's a grind fest. That's what it is. This game has and become a grind fest. I don't think it was originally Cryptic's goal for that to happen. They wanted this to be a different kind of MMO. Well, that was under Atari, and that was like in the first year of the game. Since then, things have changed for the worse as far as grinding goes, because I loathe grinding, but it's necessary if you want that stuff, and they're not going to change it. It is what it is. So there you go. Some more updates on the rep system. I hope you all have learned a whole lot about that, and it can be complicated, so if you have questions, just ask. I'll do my best to answer them. And thank you for watching, and our next video for Ensign Ricky series will be doing the New Romulus reputation missions. So thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for the next.